I'm David Vicaroshi.
Hi.
I'm following the path of the Buddha.
Good for you.
Yeah, and I'm Mother Teresa.
You're just in time for the beatboxing.
I did not come to dance. I came to cleanse my soul.
Listen. Listen, I know it seems impossible, but it's just like everything else in my life. You know, pretty much my whole life people told me I was worthless. And proving them right seemed pretty easy. It seemed impossible that you would have survived that explosion, but you did. Probably more possible that I'd find you, but I did. And you changed me. It doesn't matter how it happened. The point is that it did happen. And I know you and I being together seems impossible, but it isn't. We can be together if we just try. Please.
Yes. Happy New Year.
2009 is working out pretty well so far.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie, does this make you uncomfortable at all with us?
No.
You sure?
No, don't worry about it. No, I think alcohol poisoning and hospitals are in the past for me.
How long has it been?
I'm 7 months in.
Yeah, well, it should be longer than that.
What do you mean?
That last binge that Charlie supposedly went on, he didn't fall off the wagon. He was pushed. By whom? Dorian.
If this is being on the lam, it works for me. So glad you like it. Alex Olanov.
What is your mom doing with all this stuff about my dad?
I don't know.
It's giving me the creeps.
Oh, my God.
What?
I gave my mom my laptop and printer. I thought she wanted to research her life so that she would remember something.
Well, it seems to me like your mom just wanted to find out how bad my dad really did hurt her.
I don't think so. Depraved even for Dorian.
Jealousy always brings out the worst in Dorian, but I didn't know that she was riled up about the two of you.
Oh, that's not why she did it.
Yeah, no, she thought that I might get in the way of her big plans to take over BE.
How?
Well, this was the day before the big shareholders meeting. And Charlie had just told Dorian that he was on his way to see me to tell me that Jared was his son and not Buchanan. And of course, Dorian couldn't have that.
No, because her takeover was based on the fact that we had defrauded the stockholders for presenting Jared as one of the family.
So if Charlie had made it to you before the shareholders meeting, then Dorian would have been out of luck. Right.
We never would have lost the company, and much more importantly, Nash Brennan would still be alive.
Yes. Jessica would not have gone off the deep end, gone after Natalie. I mean, the horrors of what this woman has done just go on and on. Are you going to press charges? Yeah. Bo already went to see her.
And?
Well, he was going to arrest her, but of course, she's gone.
Are you the new towel girl?
Funny, I own the place. So what did you say about being on the lam?
Your hearing must be going. I was merely thinking out loud about ordering the lamb en brochette. So what is this about you owning something? What, your discount airline ticket? The kid waiting at the bar?
Well, bring us some champagne. My private stock.
Right away, Miss Lola.
So back to your question.
Same place as Island.
You're saying you own the island? All of it?
And the surrounding waters.
Wow, that's some hunk of real estate. So, who did you have to sleep with to get your hands on it?
Someone you could never land. Asa Buchanan. He left it to me in his will.
Namaste.
Bye!
Namaste.
I'll try and swing by Joker D's later.
What's up, man? You hanging out with Trix's sister AC tonight or what?
Nah, I'm on duty, player.
Damn, sorry about that, man. I'll see you later.
Happy New Year, monk.
Bye, Addie.
That was fun. Next time, let's do Hungarian folk dancing. Let's mix it up a bit. You look so handsome. That color's very flattering.
It's good to see you, Addie.
Even after our divorce? No hard feelings?
No, not toward anyone.
Really? That's wonderful. Let me get you a drink. I still have your favorite vodka.
Addie, vice is a barrier created between the worldly self and the pure self.
Oh. Would you like a cocktail, Sean?
Thanks, but not while I'm working.
What brought you back?
La Boulée is part of my journey.
Don't you think you might be better off in an ashram?
I was led here to be cleansed, to free myself of the burden of guilt, to apologize to you.
Say, help me blow out these candles. We continue this at my place.
I guess we could do that. Or we could just stay here. You know, you do own this place. You do whatever you want. Right here.
Yeah, that could work.
I think it could.
Maybe your mom made last-minute plans.
With who? She doesn't know anyone. Besides, she said she was staying in tonight. You know what? Nora gave her a cell phone. Hopefully she took it with her.
I'm sure she did. Or not.
I can't imagine what's going through her head right now.
I love you, Marty. You changed everything for me. All I want is to be with you. I don't care how. You know what? It's you told me you love me. That's all that matters.
Sick. You sick, pathetic bastard. You're deluded. I don't love you. I set you up. And you fell for it.
No one's seen her.
You talked to Renee and Nigel? I thought you said that your mom was handling things pretty well after the hearing.
Yeah, she kept telling me she was okay. But think about, how can she be okay? Your dad's lawyer made a complete fool out of her on the stand. The judge dropped all those charges like your dad never did one bad thing to my mom. I mean, if you hadn't stood up and told the judge that your dad was planning on kidnapping our baby, he would have walked on that too.
Look at all of the stuff that my dad has done.
No, I don't want to look at it. I don't want to think about it. I'm too creeped out that she's collecting it. I'm scared for her. I mean, where could she be?
What's with the face, Todd? Your charming friend, Taya Delgado, warned you it might be a setup. But you thought the woman you raped could actually love you. There's pages in my journal. His past doesn't matter any more than mine. The new year will soon be here, and all that matters, all I can look forward to, is starting that new year with Todd. It was blank. There was nothing.
It was all a lie.
Oh, yes. All of it.
Okay. You are not a cop anymore, so you do not have to go off and save the world.
Cole, put this ringtone on my phone.
Okay. You gotta get it. You gotta get it. Okay? It's
That's
okay.
really upset her.
Hey, John, I'm sorry to bug you on New Year's Eve.
You're not bugging me. What's up?
I'm really worried about my mom. Something weird's going on. I don't know where she is.
I should correct myself. There's one thing I've said in the past few days that was true. I've been thinking about you to the point of obsession. But not with love, Todd. With hatred. I'd sit up night after night reading about all the horrible things you've done. I'd spend every minute of every day trying to figure out how to get back at you. And then it hit me. This. Fill you with hope and then crush you. The way you crushed me.
I'm sorry. It's Cole. He's really worried about Marty.
Yeah, well, I don't blame him. After the day she had in court.
He found out she's been collecting information about Todd, doing a lot of research on him. And she said that she was going to be staying in tonight. Star and Cole, they went over there. She's not there. He's worried about where she is.
What do you make of that?
I don't know.
Okay, look, John, listen, there's no conflict here, all right? You and Nora are all Cole has, so let's go.
No,
go.
listen.
What?
Stay put, all right? Please. She'll probably show up by the time I get there anyway. I'll come right back.
Okay.
Have a drink on the house. Don't shift gears.
I want you to feel what I have felt. I want you to feel it. How it feels to believe that someone loves you with every ounce of their being. Kind of makes your life worth living. And then to find out it was all a lie. There's no real love there. No real love at all. You were played. Ground just opens up beneath you. And you fall. Look at me! Look at me! This is what you've made me. This is what you've turned me into.
Marty, I never meant to hurt you.
Oh. You didn't mean to hurt me! You kept me scared and isolated for months. You didn't tell me I had a son. You told me that the man who loved me wanted to kill me, and you didn't tell me you were my rapist. What am I supposed to do with that? How am I supposed to get past that?
step at a time. One step at a time. Swallowing that pill. Make sure there was no baby. Just in case. That was the first step in destroying every trace of you. And this is where I finished the job.
Weird, right?
Maybe, maybe not.
Well, why would she just take off? She says she was staying in tonight.
Wait, doesn't your mom like to take walks?
This late? It's freezing outside.
Look, Star's right, all right? Why don't you go walk the grounds, see if you can see anything.
I guess it couldn't hurt.
All right.
That's preposterous. What is it? Asa would never leave you anything in his will. The man despised you. Oh, I could have gotten him back any time I wanted. All I would have needed is a bikini, some pork rinds, and a satellite dish. He didn't mention you in the will. Oh, how would you know? You were so busy running around that ranch like a wild boar in heat. And it must seem silly now, all that paranoia about Clint. It was not paranoia. Oh. Well, the surprising thing is that Clint dumped you for Nora? That must really be embarrassing.
Think how much misery could have been avoided.
Well, again, I'm sorry to bring it up because this has been a lovely evening.
Yeah, what do you say we just put this topic to sleep for tonight? I think we could all toast to that, huh?
Well, sure, absolutely.
To the new year? To a better year.
Yes.
Yes.
And to having this beautiful woman back in my life.
Thank you. Listen, there have been a few bright spots in 2008. You and I, we have a new grandchild.
Yes.
And Nora, thank you, Nora, brilliantly managed to get Buchanan Enterprises, Ace's legacy, back into the hands of the family. Oh, did I say something wrong?
You seem so serious.
I want to apologize, Addie, for marrying you for the wrong reasons. I wanted to get back at Dorian for screwing me on the Buchanan Enterprises deal.
I know, dear.
I used our marriage to extort money from her.
Uh-huh.
I wanted to show Dorian that you aren't the gullible, pathetic, borderline invalid that you appear to be. I wanted her to see how much fun we were having together. I thought it would make her nuts.
And it did. But I know all of this, David.
You do?
Of course. And we did have fun, didn't we?
I'm sorry I didn't marry you for love alone.
David, we didn't marry for love at all.
Namaste, Addie. That was the old David, who worshipped the twin gods of greed and revenge. I am the new David now. I have freed myself of vice and desire.
Don't tell me that Buchanan Enterprises might actually be going back to Dorian.
No. No, nothing like that. Charlie, how did you find out what Dorian did to you?
Ah, the person who knew all about it finally came clean.
Oh, who was that?
David.
Vickers? And he told you this when?
Just the other day. Well, he's back in Landview.
It's lovely to see you liberated from greed. It gives you a wonderful glow.
In the interest of full disclosure, I have something else I must tell you, Addie. The gift that you gave me. David Vickers, the dog. Turns out I was allergic, so I gave it away.
Well, that's understandable.
No, it is not. When a gift is offered, it should be received as a treasure.
That dog was a treasure, all right. The word on the street is the crown jewels of Mandora was stuffed in the lining of the doggy's vest. You passed off a dog worth millions.
For your information, I was not the only one being cheated on at the ranch. Oh, yes, while you were sniffing around for money like a truffle-hunting pig, David was in the sack with me. And furthermore, he told me that he had only married you for money. What's so funny? The joke was on him. I didn't have a dime to my name. I pretended to, so he would marry me. And why would you do that?
Should have killed me when we had the chance.
Oh my God, I wanted to. John is right. You're not worth going to prison over. But you do not deserve to live. You don't deserve to live!
No, I don't. I just thought maybe coming here. Marty, I can't live without you. I don't want to live without you. I wish you'd just pulled the trigger.
Well, if that's how you really feel. Go ahead. Jump.
Why in the world would you want David to marry you?
Well, he's hot. I hope that hasn't been lost on you.
There must be some other reason.
Sex can be a very motivating factor. Very powerful. Even your sister Addie knows that. Despite her regular flight path over the cuckoo's nest.
What are you saying about my sister?
Just that she's nuts.
You take that back, you tramp. You take it back, or so help me, I will drown you in that pool.
Okay?
Addie's not nuts.
David, are you okay? You look pale.
Haka shono kun. Haka shono kun.
David Vickers is back?
Why?
You won't believe this latest incarnation. He claims to have undergone a profound change.
Haka shono kun, and I'm fine and peaceful and full of joy that I do not need crown jewels. Nothing is needed beyond the path of enlightenment.
He has given up all of his worldly possessions.
I care not about possessions.
And he claims to have absolutely no interest in money anymore.
My only currency is spiritual wealth.
I've had the feeling all night that you've both been a little jumpy. But as soon as David Vickers' name came up, I figured something is wrong. What is it about David that you two are not saying?
I went to see Todd today. He really loves me. I went to see Todd today. He really loves me. I called Todd. He agreed to meet me on neutral ground. I can't wait. 12/31/08. Where are you? Where'd you go? Come on. Give me something.
I don't understand.
Yes, you do. You said you wished you were dead. So go ahead. Jump.
Well, that's not why you... That's not why you brought me up here.
I knew you'd follow me up here. And he's going, Marty, I love you. You love me. We can work this out. Do you forget? All those months, the only people I saw were you and Janet. I know you. Oh, I know you. And I know your weakness. 'Cause it's me. finally found out who you are. That's brought us here. So you can let me watch you die. You said without me that there's no reason to go on. You said that, right? You'll love me for the rest of your life. And you'll never ever have me. Can you live with that, Todd? Isn't this the only way out for you? Isn't it?
Hey, Blair.
Hey, are you okay?
Yeah, look, this is going to take a little longer than I thought. Cole is driving Star home. You might want to head home yourself. I'm sorry.
You and me both.
Hey, thanks. And, again, I'm sorry we had to cut our evening short.
Night.
So your sister was really having sex with David? I prefer not to dwell on what happened between David and Addie during their brief marriage. Besides, he only married her to get back at me.
Why? What did you do now?
I refused to share my good fortune when I took over Buchanan Enterprises. You run BE? Did, past tense. Wow. My takeover of BE was international news. Where have you been?
Here. Casting a whole new light on Ace's beloved sanctuary. And I have a booming business.
So,
David was begging you for a piece of BE.
yes. What's so funny about that?
I am just so happy to not be involved in that family anymore. Oh, gosh. I was in such a hurry to get away from that ranch. I think I actually hit a coyote.
You idiot! That was no coyote. That was me.
I always get a little testy when I'm talking about David Vickers, but I didn't want this evening to go south. Not when I have so much to be grateful for. For one thing, Jessica. She's in good hands.
Oh, yeah. I actually spoke to her doctor today at St. Anne's, and he said that she is making progress. They are thinking about releasing her. Oh, Vicky. Oh, Clint. Oh, my God, that's wonderful. She's going to undergo intensive therapy, but she'll be home with Bree and Chloe. Speaking of home, we should probably go home, huh?
Oh, Charlie, I want to tell you that Jared is turning into an impressive young man. We're looking forward to having him in our family.
You know, he loves your daughter very much, and I'm sure he's going to be very good to her. You fit to drive home, young man?
Yeah, I'll be fine, thank you. Happy New Year.
To you as well. Good night, Clint.
Happy New Year.
And you.
Thank you.
I'm not good at lying, especially to Vicky.
It's not a lie, it's an omission.
Yeah, I guess.
Nobody can find out that Vickers is Ace's son. Especially not Vicky. She seems to have this soft spot for the guy. You know, if Vickers tries to make a claim for the family fortune, we could end up with nothing.
You sure you're giving it all up, Vigoroshi?
I can show you the path to bliss, Sean.
I'm full of bliss.
Tina Turner is a Buddhist.
Your point?
I'm not sure.
Oh, David, Buddhism is lovely, but I'm afraid it would conflict with a few things on my list.
I accept that. Namaste, Addie.
one chance to be selfless. Huh? Do it for me. Let me be free of you. I can put all the pain behind me. I might be happy. I might be able to have a life. Please. Please. Do it for both of us. Do it for me.
Beaver Calhoun said that Vickers was spotted in Asia. Asia? What's he doing here?
Well, do you think he knows something?
Oh, there's only a handful of people who know that Vickers is at Buchanan. How could he possibly find out?
Oh, was that you I ran over? You nearly killed me.
Well, we don't know that for sure. I mean, there's a possibility that it was someone else or something else. But if I did hit you, I'm very sorry about that.
You're sorry? You left me like roadkill. All right, Alex, move over, because now I am in the driver's seat. Oh, yes, I am going to sue you for hit and run, and when I'm finished with you, you're not going to have two coconut shells left to rub together.
I told you it was an accident. What do you want from me?
Other than St. Blaise's? Oh. What have you got?
Information.
I'm glad David has found some inner peace.
I would have cat on it. The Vickers I know sees nothing but dollar signs.
Not anymore.
I don't care if he's wearing robes or chanting. If a Brinks truck explodes, he will be the first one on the scene. Trust me.
I think anyone can change if they want to. I did.
Well, Vicki and Charlie said that David's changed, that he's renounced all material wealth.
Ugh.
Yeah. I don't buy that either. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Namaste.
Information? About what?
David Vickers.
What about David Vickers?
Vickers? I am no longer David Vickers. I am David Vickeroshi.
David Vickers is not David Vickers.
Cole, I know you're freaking out, but John probably already found your mom.
Yeah, then why hasn't he called? I gotta get home. I gotta see what's up.
Cole, he knows what he's doing. Just let him take care of it, okay? Why don't you stay here tonight? With me? I mean, if anything happens with your mom, then we can deal with it together.
You want this?
Yes.
This will bring you peace. This will make you forget about me. About what I did.
Yes.
I can make you happy by doing this.
You will.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next One Life to Live.
On the next One Life to Live.
I, Asa Buchanan, leave everything I own.
What do you mean by we're brothers?
I need you right now.
What the hell was that?